Ladies and gentlemen, your OSCON program chair, Allison Randal.
Welcome to OSCON 2009. We're absolutely thrilled that you could join us today here in sunny San Jose. So it's been a rough year for a lot of people. People have lost jobs, people have lost money, people have lost confidence in a financial system, and some people have lost a lot more. But the thing about losing something that's important to you is it really makes you appreciate what you have. And I am completely impressed with the open source community this year. I'm impressed at the way people have pulled together. I'm impressed that in a time of fear, in a time when corporations are crumbling and being bought out, that open source shows no signs of slowing. I can't count how many thousands of projects have had new releases this year and how many millions of people have benefited from it. If anything, we've seen increased interest. Free as in beer is appealing when you're trying to trim the fat from your budget. So I don't see it as a coincidence that open source could steam straight through a recession. I see it as part of the fundamental nature of open source and free software. Open source is not driven by corporate budgets. It's driven by people who are drawn together to do great things. The bonds that we form, the relationships that we form as we do this work, and our passion for software freedom, that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us here. So take some time this week to reach out and make new connections. Go beyond your usual circle. Talk to someone from a different distribution or a different language. Talk to a kernel hacker or a web designer. Talk to someone you've never seen before. They might be a newcomer who needs help getting started, or they might be, you never know, they might turn out to be the original developer of one of your favorite projects. If you're wearing a t-shirt, talk to someone wearing business casual or a suit. If you're wearing business casual, talk to someone wearing a t-shirt. We are all together part of the open source community, and we are changing the world. In the immortal words of Bob Marley, won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Because all I ever had are these songs of freedom. We've got a great conference ahead. The more tech-friendly administration in the United States this year has brought new energy to the topics of open source and government. So we've got a good selection of talks on that this afternoon, as well as a hackathon for Sunlight Labs running all the way through Friday. If you're new to open source, you'll get a lot of value out of the fundamentals track running today, introducing you to sort of how communities work and how you can get involved in them. On Thursday, we've got a full day of cloud computing. I'm really looking forward to that. We've got the usual healthy representation of Python, PHP, Perl, Ruby, Java, Linux. And we've got talks about open source for social good, security, design, and working with people. Very important for this group. So we'd like to acknowledge our 2009 Diamond sponsors, Intel and Microsoft, for their generous support of OSCON. Their participation is very much appreciated and helps to make OSCON a great event. While you're taking time to talk to people, take some time to talk by the booths in the expo hall. We've got some great open source projects as well as open source products on display there. And take some time to thank the sponsors, because without them, this conference would not have happened. So I'm going to welcome up my fellow program chair, Edd Dumbill, to go through some of the logistics for the week.
Thanks, Allison. Good morning. It's good to be here. So I have the privilege of being able to tell you a bit about your virtual environment this morning. You've already met this wonderful facility here and all the great folks. So this conference also exists, like every other show these days, in kind of the virtual realm as well. So I want you, while you're here, to take advantage of what we got on the website. You can put together your personal schedule, so you can just click to log in if you're not already there. Click on a calendar, and you can add sessions of interest and make your own plan for the week. We really, really, really would like to hear your feedback on every single talk that we have. So, as you can see on the slide, there's a star rating where you can grade a talk and the comments. Now, when you add a comment, a speaker gets an email, and this is great because you can get direct feedback to them, and they can engage in conversation with you. Finally, I'd really like to point out the attendee directory. You know, it can be pretty daunting finding people that you want to meet and difficult sorting through. So we're really proud to announce our attendee directory this year. You can search it, so you want to find somebody with Python or Ruby experience or whatever, just hit up the search and you'll search over bios and names and so on. And you can stalk people, let them know that you would like to go on a date, and just send all kinds of freaky messages. So please do that. It really is a good way to get to know your fellow attendees. We've got all the other usual stuff: Twitter, Identica, Facebook. Get involved with them. And of course, keep an eye on our homepage where the latest presentations, videos, and all such are posted. Now, just talking about video, this year we're doing something new. As well as, obviously, our own video, we're going to be crowdsourcing our video. So if you're taking movies around this week, then if you go from the conference homepage, you'll find a link there where you can upload and view other people's movies. So please get involved in that. It's kind of great fun when everybody puts stuff together.